affordability seems to be the big buzzword this year in terms of campaigning, in terms of what's going on across the state. And I'll mention to you, making ends meet, stretching resources, that's really been a fixture of my whole life. My background's a little different than some of the politicians out there. I grew up on the farm. I'm the granddaughter of tenant farmers, the poorest of the poor. I come from a blue-collar union family. My dad's a Marine. My brother was in the Army. My other brother was in the Peace Corps. My mom was a custodian and school bus driver at the elementary school I attended. And she was in charge of our spiritual life, making sure we got to church every Sunday and every Wednesday night. And I will tell you this, public education and a union job, that was the ticket on poverty for my family and for myself. And that's why I fight so hard for working families and for public schools. The bills I'm bringing forward: property tax relief, eliminating the pink tax, making housing more affordable, legalizing medicinal cannabis, implementing paid sick time, funding special education, providing free school lunches for children. Those are the things that are important to people. Yet that's not where the GOP is. If you've watched my career throughout the past 9 years, you likely know I've been a warrior for the funding of our schools. In fact, prior to entering the legislature, again during that Brownback time period, I joined with a group of advocates and literally walked from Shawnee to Topeka twice to draw attention to the underfunding of our schools. It's that important to me. Drastic times call for drastic measures, right? And we did draw attention to it, and we did get more people elected to help end the Brownback experiment. But I'm going to step forward and do what it takes to make change, to get things done. And I will tell you, we've done a better job with funding general education, but special education has not been funded appropriately since 2011. That hurts all our students, and it hurts all our schools, and that has to change. That will change with me as governor. And there's no one in this race who has won more elections in red districts. In fact, I'm the only candidate that wins in red areas. And there's no one in this race who's delivered more results in terms of bills that impact the lives of our people. And that includes the Purple Alert system that I brought to Kansas, statute of limitations reform for survivors of sexual violence, as well as all that work on ending the Brownback experiment. I sometimes joke with people, these aren't license plate bills, these are big, impactful bills that make a difference in people's lives. I've been doing the heavy lifting of delivering results for people for almost a decade, and that's probably why a recent poll from about 3 weeks ago shows that I have more than a 20-point lead over my nearest competitor in the Democratic primary. My ability to solve problems and get things done resonates with people across the state. And I will tell you this, we are at a most critical juncture as we work to save our state and our country from the MAGA agenda. It's imperative we pick someone in this upcoming primary who can win in the general. As far as electability, again, I'm the only person in this primary who has won in red districts. And I've done it 4 times. That's the type of skill set that we're gonna need to win on the state level. The other side, they've got 8 or 10 candidates that are very extreme. They're starting to coalesce around Ty Masterson. You know, he's just as extreme in terms of his ideology and agenda as Donald Trump. He's on pretty much the opposite side of every issue from where the people are. He'll destroy this state. We can't survive him. But here's the good news. That's the type of person I beat 4 times in red districts. I can handle that guy. I know what type of strategy to bring forward to defeat a person like that. So here's what I will mention to you. It's become abundantly clear as I've toured this state that people want a fighter. People want a fighter with bold vision, and that's what I will bring to you. People want a fighter who is working for them, not the insiders, not the establishment, not the special interest groups. So I ask you, join with me today so that together we can fight to make sure that Kansas is more affordable, more competitive, and stronger for all of us and for future generations. Let's get busy and let's get this done. Thank you.